Title: First Alphabet, I Learned to Read. Chapter 1: The Alphabet Parade. Welcome to the wonderful world of letters. Today, we are going to embark on an exciting adventure called the Alphabet Parade. Each letter in the English language has its own special sound and shape, and they all come together to help us read and write. Are you ready? Let's meet the stars of our parade, the letters from A to Z. First up is the letter A. A looks like a triangle sitting on two little legs. When we say its name, we say an A, long sound. But it can also make a sound like H in apple. Picture a big, shiny red apple. Can you see it? A is for apple. A apple. Let's clap our hands for A. Next, we have B. B is like a tall stick with a big belly. When we say B, it sounds bouncy, just like a ball. Can you imagine a bright yellow ball bouncing across the grass? B is for ball. B ball. Let's give B a round of applause. Now, let's meet C. C is curvy like a crescent moon. It can make the sound seed like in cat. Picture a fluffy little cat playing with a ball of yarn. C is for cat. C cat. Wonderful. Give C a cheer. Onward to D. D stands tall and proud, just like a door. When we say D, it sounds strong. Imagine opening a door to a magical world. D is for door. D door. Let's shout hooray for D. E is next. E is a little bit like a sideways 3. It can make the sound E like in elephant. Picture a big, gentle elephant splashing in a river. E is for elephant. E elephant. Great job, E. Let's give a big wave. Now, let's meet F. F has a small top and a big bottom, like a flag on a pole. It makes the sound VEF like in fish. Can you see a shiny fish swimming in the sea? F is for fish. FF fish. Fantastic! Let's clap for F. Next is G. G is like a little curl, almost like a curly ribbon. It makes the sound G like in goat. Imagine a playful goat jumping over a fence. G is for goat. GG goat. Amazing job, G. Give it up for G. H is here. H stands tall and strong, like a bridge. When we say H, it sounds like a happy laugh. Can you picture a child laughing on a swing? H is for hat. H hat. Hooray for H. Now we have I. I is a little stick with a dot on top, like a little person standing up. It makes the sound I like in igloo. Picture a snowy igloo in a winter wonderland. I is for igloo. I igloo. Let's give a chilly cheer for I. Next in line is J. J has a little hook, like a fishing hook. It makes the sound J like in jelly. Can you imagine a jar of bright, wobbly jelly? J is for jelly. JJ jelly. Awesome. Let's celebrate J. K is coming up. K looks like a little person kicking a ball. It makes the sound K like in kite. Picture a colorful kite soaring high in the sky. K is for kite. KK kite. Great job, K. Let's give a big shout out. Now, let's say hello to L. L is a tall line with a little foot. It makes the sound L like in lion. Can you see a mighty lion roaring in the jungle? L is for lion. LL lion. Wonderful. Let's cheer for L. M is next. M has two humps, like two mountains standing side by side. It makes the sound M like in mouse. Picture a tiny mouse nibbling on a piece of cheese. M is for mouse. mouse. Let's clap for M. Now we have N. N is like MS twin. The one side is missing. It makes the sound N like in nest. Imagine a cozy nest high in a tree with baby birds. N is for nest. NN nest. Fantastic! Let's give N a big wave. O is here. O is round, like a big, full orange. It makes the sound oath like in octopus. Can you picture a happy octopus swimming in the ocean? O is for octopus. O octopus. Let's cheer for O. P is next. P has a tall stick with a round head, like a balloon on a string. It makes the sound P like in penguin. Imagine a little penguin waddling on the ice. P is for penguin. PP penguin. Awesome! Let's celebrate P. Now we meet Q. Q has a curly tail, like a little monkey. It makes the sound Q like in queen. Picture a shimmering crown on a queen's head. Q is for queen. QQ queen. Great job, Q. Let's give a big cheer. R is coming up. R stands tall with a little leg, just like a rabbit. It makes the sound arf like in rabbit. Can you see a fluffy rabbit hopping through the grass? R is for rabbit. R rabbit. Wonderful. Let's applaud R. Next, we have S. S is like a snake, slithering through the grass. It makes the sound S like in sun. Can you imagine a bright sun shining in the sky? S is for sun. SS sun. Let's give a big shout out for S. Now it's T's turn. T stands tall, like a tree. It makes the sound T like in turtle. Picture a little turtle slowly walking on the beach. T is for turtle. T turtle. Fantastic job, T. Let's clap for T. U is next. U is like a cup turned upside down. It makes the sound U like in umbrella. Can you see a bright umbrella keeping someone dry in the rain? U is for umbrella. UU umbrella. Awesome. Let's cheer for you. V is here. V has a pointy bottom, like a little valley. It makes the sound V like in van. Imagine a big, red van driving down the street. V is for van. VV van. Great job, V. Let's give a big wave. Next, we have W. W looks like two mountains together. It makes the sound W like in whale. Can you picture a big whale swimming through the ocean? W is for whale. WW whale. Wonderful. Let's applaud W. Almost there. X is next. X is a bit tricky because it can be silent, but it makes the sound X like in box. Imagine a surprise gift inside a box. X is for box. XX box. Let's give a cheer for X. Finally, we have Y. Y has a tall stick and two arms reaching out. It makes the sound Y like in yellow. Can you see a bright yellow sun shining? Y is for yellow. Y yellow. Great job, Y. Let's celebrate Y. Last but not least is Z. Z has a zigzag shape, like a lightning bolt. It makes the sound Z like in zebra. Picture a striped zebra running across the savannah. Z is for zebra. ZZ zebra. Let's give Z a big cheer. What an amazing parade we've had with our letters. Each letter has its own sound and its own special word. Now that you know all the letters, you're ready to start reading. Remember to practice saying the sounds and words. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Next, we will meet some sounds and learn how to put them together to make words. Are you excited? Let's keep going on our reading adventure. Let's take a closer look at the letters of the alphabet. Each letter has its very own personality, and they are all waiting to be discovered. In this exciting section, we will meet both the uppercase and lowercase letters. Uppercase letters are tall and proud, while lowercase letters are small and friendly. Together, they make words that tell stories and share ideas. Are you ready to explore? First, let's meet the uppercase letters. These are the big letters that start sentences and names. They stand up tall, just like a superhero ready for action. Can you see how they look different from the smaller letters? When you see a big letter, it often means something special is happening. Let's start with the letter A. The uppercase A is like a mountain. It has a pointy top and two strong legs. Can you imagine climbing that mountain? Now, let's look at the lowercase a. It's round and has a little tail at the bottom. This little letter might be shy, but it holds big secrets. Next, we have the letter B. The uppercase B is like a big, round balloon with a straight stick. It's ready to float up high. The lowercase b, however, is like a tiny balloon with a little stick. It looks so cute and bouncy. Now, let's move on to the letter C. The uppercase C is like a crescent moon, wide open and inviting. But the lowercase c is smaller and looks like a little curve. It's perfect for holding a tiny star. How about the letter D? The uppercase D stands tall and proud with its big round belly. It's strong and sturdy. The lowercase d looks similar but has a little loop at the top. It's like a little dancer, ready to twirl. Let's not forget the letter E. The uppercase E is like a big table with 3 legs. It's steady and reliable. The lowercase e is round and has a tiny tail, like a little friend waving hello. Now we come to the letter F. The uppercase F is tall with one big arm reaching out. It's like a flag flying high. The lowercase f is a little trickier. It has a tall stick and a little curve. It's like a dancer doing a leap. Next is the letter G. The uppercase G is like a big round cookie with a bite taken out. It's delicious and exciting. The lowercase G has a round part and a long tail, like a playful puppy wagging its tail. Now let's look at the letter H. The uppercase H is strong and sturdy, like a tall building. The lowercase h is a bit shorter, but it stands up nice and straight. It's ready to help. Moving on, we have the letter I. The uppercase I is just a straight line, tall and strong. It's like a pillar holding up a roof. The lowercase I is a little different. It has a dot on top, like a tiny star shining brightly. Next is the letter J. The uppercase J is like a hook, ready to catch something special. The lowercase j has a little tail that hangs down. It's like a playful puppy with its tongue out. Now we come to the letter K. The uppercase K stands tall with two arms reaching out, like a superhero ready to fly. The lowercase k is a bit smaller, but it's just as strong with its little arm going up. Let's move to the letter L. The uppercase L is like a tall ladder, standing strong and straight. The lowercase l is just a simple line, like a tiny pencil ready to write. Now we have the letter M. The uppercase M is like two mountains standing side by side, proud and majestic. The lowercase m is like a little mountain with a tiny peak. It's ready for adventure. Next is the letter N. The uppercase N is like a zigzag path, leading to new places. The lowercase n is a bit shorter, but it still wants to explore. Now let's meet the letter O. The uppercase O is round and full, like a big ball. The lowercase o is also round, but smaller. It looks like a little bubble waiting to float up. Moving on, we have the letter P. The uppercase P stands tall with its big round head, like a balloon on a stick. The lowercase p has a long tail that hangs down, like a little puppy following its owner. Now, let's look at Q. The uppercase Q is like a circle with a little tail, a bit shy but very special. The lowercase q is also round with a long tail. Like a little rabbit hopping around. Next, we have the letter R. The uppercase R is strong with a big round belly, ready to run. The lowercase r is shorter and has a little arm reaching forward, like a runner getting ready for a race. Now we come to S. The uppercase S is like a snake slithering smoothly. The lowercase s is smaller but just as wiggly, ready to sneak around. Let's meet the letter T. The uppercase T is tall with a big horizontal arm, like a tree with wide branches. The lowercase t is a bit shorter, but it has a little line crossing at the top, like a tiny flag. Next is the letter U. The uppercase U is like a cup turned upside down, ready to catch something special. The lowercase u is also a bit round but smaller, like a little cupcake waiting for frosting. Now we have V. The uppercase V is like two arms reaching down to the ground, ready to catch a ball. The lowercase v is smaller but still strong, like a tiny astronaut preparing for a space mission. Let's look at W. The uppercase W is like two mountains standing together, proud and tall. The lowercase w is a bit smaller but still looks like a little mountain range ready for exploration. Now we come to X. The uppercase X is like two sticks crossing each other, making a big cross. The lowercase x is also a bit smaller, but just as strong. Finally, we have Y. The uppercase Y stands tall with two arms reaching out, like a big tree. The lowercase y has a long tail that reaches down, like a little worm peeking out. And last but not least, we have the letter Z. The uppercase Z is like a zigzag line, full of energy. The lowercase z is also zigzag but smaller, like a little lightning bolt. Now that we have met all the uppercase and lowercase letters, it's time to remember them. Each letter has its own sound, and when we put them together, we can make words. Words are like magic keys that open up stories and adventures. Can you say the letters out loud? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Great job! Remember, letters are everywhere around us. They are on signs, in books, and even in our names. Every time you see a letter, think of its sound, and soon you will be able to read all on your own. With each letter you learn, you are one step closer to reading your very first story. Keep practicing, and let the letters lead you on fantastic adventures. A is for apple. A apple. Can you hear the sound? Let's say it together. A apple. Look at this shiny red apple. Isn't it juicy? Apples are sweet and crunchy. And they grow on trees. When you eat an apple, you can feel the crispness in your mouth. Yum! B is for ball. BB ball. Can you bounce it? BB ball. Look at this bright blue ball. It's round and fun to play with. You can throw it, catch it, and kick it. What games do you like to play with a ball? Maybe you like to play football or basketball. Balls come in all sizes and colors. Isn't that exciting? C is for cat. CC cat. Can you hear the sound? CC cat. Look at this fluffy cat. Isn't it cute? Cats like to purr when they are happy. They love to chase after strings and nap in sunny spots. Do you have a pet cat? What does your cat like to do? D is for dog. DD dog. Can you bark like a dog? DD dog. Look at this playful dog. It wags its tail when it's happy. Dogs love to run and play fetch. They can be good friends to us. What games do you play with your dog? E is for elephant. E elephant. Can you make the sound? E elephant. Look at this big, grey elephant. It has huge ears and a long trunk. Elephants are the largest land animals. They love to splash in water and eat leaves. Isn't it amazing how they can use their trunks to drink water? F is for fish. FF fish. Can you make a fish face? FF fish. Look at this bright orange fish swimming in the water. Fish live in oceans and rivers. They can be tiny or very big. Some fish have beautiful fins and colorful patterns. Do you like to watch fish swim? G is for goat. GG goat. Can you make a goat sound? GG goat. Look at this silly goat. Goats love to climb and jump. They have strong legs and like to eat grass. Sometimes they make funny noises. Have you ever seen a goat jump up a hill? H is for house. HH house. Can you clap your hands? HH house. Look at this lovely house. It has a red roof and a big door. Houses are where people live and feel safe. What does your house look like? Do you have a garden or a pet? I is for ice cream. Ice cream. Can you say it with me? Ice cream. Look at this yummy ice cream cone. It's creamy and cold. Ice cream comes in many flavors like chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. What's your favorite flavor? J is for juice. JJ juice. Can you sip some juice? JJ juice. Look at this glass of orange juice. It's refreshing and sweet. Juice comes from fruits and is very tasty. Do you like to drink juice for breakfast? K is for kite. KK kite. Can you feel the breeze? KK kite. Look at this colorful kite flying in the sky. Kites can soar high when the wind blows. They dance and twirl in the air. Have you ever flown a kite? L is for lion. LL lion. Can you roar like a lion? LL lion. Look at this majestic lion. It has a big mane and is known as the king of the jungle. Lions are strong and brave. Do you think they are scary or cool? M is for monkey. Monkey. Can you swing like a monkey? Monkey. Look at this cheeky monkey. Monkeys love to climb trees and swing from branch to branch. They can be very playful and funny. Have you ever seen a monkey at the zoo? N is for nest. Nest. Can you point to a nest? Nest. Look at this cozy bird's nest. Birds make nests to keep their eggs safe. Nests can be found in trees or on buildings. What do you think is inside a nest? O is for octopus. Oh, octopus. Can you wiggle your arms? Oh, octopus. Look at this fascinating octopus. It has 8 long arms and can change colors. Octopuses live in the sea and are very smart. What do you find most interesting about an octopus? P is for pig. Pig. Can you oink like a pig? Pig. Look at this happy pig. Pigs love to roll in the mud and play in the dirt. They are very clever animals. Do you have a favorite animal on a farm? Q is for queen. QQ queen. Can you wave like a queen? QQ queen. Look at this beautiful queen wearing a crown. Queens are strong and kind leaders. They often live in castles. If you were a queen, what would you do? R is for rabbit. Rabbit. Can you hop like a rabbit? Rabbit. Look at this fluffy rabbit. Rabbits love to hop around and eat carrots. They have long ears and are very quick. Have you ever seen a rabbit in a garden? S is for sun. SS sun. Can you feel the warmth of the sun? SS sun. Look at this bright sun shining in the sky. The sun gives us light and warmth. What do you like to do when it's sunny outside? T is for turtle. TT turtle. Can you move slowly like a turtle? TT turtle. Look at this gentle turtle. Turtles have hard shells and love to swim. They take their time moving around. Do you know how long a turtle can live? U is for umbrella. UU umbrella. Can you hold an umbrella? UU umbrella. Look at this colorful umbrella. We use umbrellas when it rains to stay dry. What color is your favorite umbrella? V is for van. VV van. Can you pretend to drive a van? VV van. Look at this big blue van. Vans can carry many people or things. They are great for family trips. Where would you like to go in a van? W is for whale. WW whale. Can you splash like a whale? WW whale. Look at this huge whale swimming in the ocean. Whales are the largest animals in the world. They can sing beautiful songs. What do you think a whale sounds like? X is for xylophone. XX xylophone. Can you make music with a xylophone? XX xylophone. Look at this colorful xylophone. It makes beautiful sounds when you hit the bars with a stick. Do you like to play musical instruments? Y is for yak. Y yak. Can you say it with me? Y yak. Look at this furry yak. Yaks live in the mountains and are very strong. They can carry heavy loads. Have you ever seen a yak before? Z is for zebra. ZZ zebra. Can you say it loud? ZZ zebra. Look at this striped zebra. Zebras are known for their black and white stripes. They live in herds and are very social. What do you like most about zebras? Now that we've met all the letters from A to Z, let's remember them together. Can you say each letter and its word? A is for apple, B is for ball, C is for cat, and so on. You did a fantastic job. Keep practicing and you will soon be reading all on your own.